Yusuf Osman here, joined by Muhidin Abubakar, who defends his Flyweight Cage Warriors Academy Southeast title in over a week's time against Kayne Isaac. How are you doing, Muhidin?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How is your fight preparations going at the moment?
Fight preparation has been going good. Obviously now just last final bit. Just getting ready to fight now.
Yeah, feeling ready?
Yeah, always.
Okay, so you went Chechnya for the past month. You recently came back. Tell me about your experience in Chechnya.
Yeah, I was in Chechnya for 28 days. Yeah, just every day, just hard work, hard training, hard sparring, hard rounds. Yeah, a lot of good, smart work.
Yeah?
Put in there.
Tell me about a typical day in Chechnya, like a training day. Obviously, you have your week planned, but tell me how, let's say, a Monday is when you first start training.
Wake up in the morning, spend about 15 minutes trying to wake up Sufyan. And then
I've got something to ask about him as well.
About 15 minutes trying to wake him up, we get ready, whatever, go train, come back, eat, chill, maybe sleep, then in the evening go do something else, train again, and come home, something like that. Yeah.
So 2 days training, two times a day training, morning and evening. What's the road work like, especially in the cold in Chechnya, like this conditioning, running and trying to get your cardio up?
To be honest, me, cardio wise, I was more using the aerodyne bike more than road work. Yeah, not too much running for me. I'm more of a bike guy. I think it's much more, much more realistic for a fight when you're pushing on an aerodyne bike, you know. Yeah.
Is that because you're using both your hands and your legs?
I think the lactic acid and everything, you know, you push for say 20 seconds at a fairly high pace, and then 5-10 seconds and you're going at a maximum, and I think running makes the gas tank bigger, but it doesn't necessarily fill up the gas, you know? I think like sprints better, I think, and stuff like that.
Speaking of Sufyan, I saw it on your Instagram that you two had a little incident with your sliders. How come you're the one that came back home with a pair of sliders and he came back with nothing?
Okay, so for people who don't know what happened, we were in Khabib's gym, Abdulmanap's gym in Dagestan for a couple of days before we went to Chechnya. And so we got there and we both had the same pair of sliders, and then we put them down. And the thing about Dagestan, there's a bit of a cultural difference to UK. So like in Dagestan, you'll be training and your bottle of water might be on the side, but you might just go and drink it. You won't ask me. It's just like everyone's a brother kind of thing, and everyone's kind of, it's no hard feelings kind of thing, you know. So we put our sliders to the side, and I think this is why what happened. People just use whoever's stuff. I put my sliders aside, he put his. We went to train, come back, about to shower up, and we're trying to find our sliders. We only found one pair, and after we were like, yo, he's gonna take these. And then, yeah, basically on the last day, I was like to him, listen, I'm older than you, I have to take them.
For the age card.
Nah, I'm joking. He just said, don't worry, take them. I said, alright. And he just gave it.
See, I thought you two would have had like a grappling match or a little sparring session, 1 round, winner takes the sliders home.
You know, a lot of people are suggesting fight for them, spar for them and whatnot. But the best suggestion I got was whoever finishes the fight next week faster should take them.
So they get it back. So if
I finish my fight,
you keep him. If he does, then he'll take him.
But I think he's gonna finish his fight faster, so I didn't want that dude.
Okay, fair enough. So you've kept the sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now back in the UK, how is well, you got 2 weeks left, isn't it? Like just over a week. How are things going now?
Yeah, now just like last bits, making sure everything's on point. Slowly getting weight down. Just make sure cardio's on point, everything's good. Just go over game plan. Yeah, pretty much.
Let's talk about your last fight before we get to Kayne Isaac, who you are fighting next week. You posted and said that you made mistakes in that fight. What mistakes did you make? Because from what I saw, You threw a kick, you caught it, you swept him, took his back, submitted him with a rear naked choke. No hooks, by the way, eh? Yeah. So what was the mistakes that you think that you needed to rectify?
Me, honestly, like, I could get a knockout with a jab and I'll find something, you know. I think there was a few things, like, even in the stand-up, believe it or not, just certain, like, foot placements, where my hands were, certain things like that. And even on the floor, maybe, there was a few things, like one or two things I could have maybe made better, like if it was a grappler, if my opponent was a bit of a better grappler. Not to say, as in like if it was a better grappler, someone more experienced, maybe he could have capitalized on a few mistakes, if you want to call it that.
Now on to your opponent, Kayne Isaac. As we all know, very little cage time, obviously, because he's finished pretty much all his fights within a round, barring his second round, 5 submissions, 1 KO, TKO. So compared to you, you've gone the distance before. He's pretty much known as a grappler. What do you think of Kayne Isaac, and where do you think he possesses a challenge for you?
I think he's a good fighter. He's good everywhere. I feel he's got some good areas. I feel like some areas he's got a few holes in that. He's a good opponent. I think, to be honest, I think I faced better opponents than him. I think I've beaten better opponents than him.
Okay.
And for him, I think this is a big step up for him. To be fair, yes, he's finished all his, like, even though he hasn't fought the best of competition, there's not more you can ask for than a first round finish. So you know, props to him for that. You know, like, he's not fighting bums and going decision with them. He's doing the best he can, which is finishing guys. So yeah, he's finishing guys. He's dangerous. He chases the finish. He's one of those guys that, like, make one mistake, he kind of will pounce on it, kind of thing. I think I'm a bit similar to some extent. Yeah, he's got good grappling. Striking's okay.
You don't seem too impressed, despite the fact he's got 5 first round, 5 submissions out of six of his fights. I like the sarcasm on your face. It's killing me. The moment I mentioned his name, the sarcasm was like, the smile on your face was like, this guy.
No. He's a good opponent for sure. You know, it's like I said, 6-0, all finishes. I haven't got 6 finishes. I've got 12 fights. You know, so. But to be honest, I just think. I think experience will play a big factor in this fight. He's gone 6 fights. He's had 7 rounds cage time, and not full 7 rounds. He's probably done like 4 or 5 rounds in the cage. I've done that in Bahrain alone, you know, against. So yeah, I know it's a big opportunity for him. You know, like, a lot of people are, you know, like, pushing him, and he's obviously motivated. Number 2, coming for number 1, come to take my belt. But I'm gonna be ready.
How do you see the fight playing out? Do you think it goes to the ground, where obviously, from those that don't know Kayne Isaac, he's competed pretty much for a while before MMA in BJJ. He has trained kickboxing as well since I think he was 5, but hasn't really shown his striking as much. It's been a lot of his groundwork. Are you going to be the guy to try and get him to use his stand-up, or do you think it goes to the ground?
You're right about what you said. He hasn't really shown his stand-up. I like to think I'm kind of the same. I haven't shown my stand-up, but people around me, they know what kind of fighter I am. And yeah, I've just been waiting a long time to show it. And I think this fight, I'll show everything in this fight. Striking, wrestling, grappling. I think he'll come with the same game plan. I think he'll be confident everywhere. He's got a KO. He's probably think he can KO me too, but I probably think he can finish me on the ground as well, you know. But I'll be ready. 12 fights, no one has come close to finishing me. Yeah, I know he's gonna be confident, you know. His confidence is sky high. 6 first round finishes, everyone pushing him and whatnot, but gonna show.
Obviously, both of you seem very motivated for the fight, and you've both gone out your comfort zones. whereas you've gone to Chechnya, he's gone to All Stars in Sweden. What do you make of that? Do you think that's going to play a factor? The fact that both of you have just gone out of your comfort zone to try and experience different bodies, different culture, almost like going into the woods and isolating yourself from everyone. Is that going to be a big thing compared to having stayed in the UK and trained for the fight?
I think it says a lot. I've travelled many times. I think it says a lot about him. I know he's taking the fight very seriously. He wanted to make sure his preparation is perfect. He's gone out of his comfort zone, trying to get more, high level sparring partners, as did I. I think he's taking the fight very seriously, as am I. I'm taking this fight very seriously, just like any other fight, This is how fights are always gonna be for me. When you're number one or when you're a champion, there's always a target on your back.
Of course.
And number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, they're all looking at me, and I can beat number 2 today, and number 3 will come, and the same thing will be his biggest fight of his life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take everything from me. So, this for me is normal. For him, it's big opportunity. Everyone's saying biggest fights. I've seen articles and whatnot in his local papers and that. For me, it's just another day, and it's always motivation, high motivation, just ready to fight.
Now onto the fight. How ideally, in an ideal world, obviously you don't know how things are going to play out depending what look he gives you and what look you give him and how you react to each other. But ideally, how would you like the fight to go for you? Aside from just winning.
I think every type of finish will give me a pleasure in a different way, Like I haven't had a TKO or KO, and to get it against number 2 rank would be very nice. Especially a guy undefeated, 6-0, all finishes. But submission would definitely be nice too, especially against him. Like you were saying about his BJJ background, like a lot of people don't know like how high level his grappling is and how much he achieved in grappling. Me and him, we've known each other a long time. I've known him before I fought my MMA debut. In fact, our MMA debuts were on the same card, but we've known each other for years before that. And I remember when he was like 14, 15, 16, he was killing everyone on the BJJ circuit, We never ever competed against each other in BJJ, but like what he was doing, there wasn't anyone that wasn't talking highly of him, He was like 14, entering like men's categories, 18-year-old categories, Pan Am's practically world champion, Jiu-Jitsu, English champion multiple times, British champion multiple times, He's a very dangerous grappler, but this is MMA.
Yep, of course.
And MMA grappling and Jiu-Jitsu is 2 different things, and if you want to see a prime example of that, go watch Islam Makhachev versus David Ramos.
I know the fight.
There are many fights you can watch. Jiu-Jitsu and MMA grappling are 2 different things. Not to say that he can't grapple in MMA, but so a submission would definitely be nice. Or KO. KO would be nice.
Yeah.
I think I would love a KO.
One punch KO or TKO?
To be honest, more than anything, more than a finish, what I want this fight to go 4 or 5 rounds. That's what I want. I want to, because I specifically asked Cage Warriors Academy to make this fight 5 rounds. I said, look, they always make title fights 3 rounds, but I said, hey Jack, this is number 1 versus number 2. You have to make this fight 5 rounds. He said, okay. I've had 3 or 4 fights, 3 fights scheduled for 5 rounds. They all finished in the first round. So hopefully this one go a bit further. But I've also have 2 top 10 opponents, and I finished both of them in the first round as well. So I think my best performances show when I fight better opponents. So maybe when I finish him in the first round too, who knows?
Do you think that's going to be a big factor as well? The fact that he hasn't gone into those later rounds as well, like his conditioning and whatnot. Obviously, we don't know what it's like having not been there. So if it does go past the first round, let's say first round and a half, you'll get a big chance to kind of test him there and maybe show him up because he hasn't been there. It's obviously going to be new waters for him as well.
Like I don't know if he's full kickboxing or whatnot, but jiu-jitsu is different. Like it's not rounds and whatnot. He hasn't gone past the round and a half. I'm very, very fit for this fight. You can ask anyone who was with me in Chechnya. Sufyan was with me 28 days. You can ask him how my conditioning is now. Like, there's nothing he's gonna bring to me that's gonna make me not come into the next round 100%. Every time I was sparring out there, whether I'm winning the round, losing the round, there were rounds where I would be getting taken down 10 times in one round. But the next round, I'm still coming. Sometimes the person I'm sparring with is getting tired. I'm still fresh. Who knows? I don't know what his cardio is like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be ready. And if his cardio is a problem in this fight, it's going to be a big problem for him.
Looking forward to it. We'll digress a bit just before we finish up. Obviously, you defending your flyweight title. There's a vacant flyweight title on the line this weekend in the UFC. Joe Benavidez versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Who do you think wins that fight? Obviously, because Mighty Mouse has moved on. So I think he's 33 now as well, approaching the latter end. So the likes of you, Kayne Isaac, are Deiveson Figueiredo. Joe Benavidez is also almost on the way out. It's kind of the new age, in the flyweight division as well. A lot of youngers coming up. Who do you think wins that fight?
I think Benavidez' experience plays a big factor. The problem is he's so good, but he never got his true, what's the word? No one put respect on his name because DJ was just killing everyone. If DJ never came to the division, I think Joseph Benavidez would have been a good champion. He would have a lot more people were talking about him. He's very good, but there was just someone that little bit better. You look at all divisions. Like, if Khabib wasn't in the picture, maybe Conor would be killing it. But sometimes there's that one guy who's just there ready to take your light. And
Jones DC,
Max Holloway, Jose Aldo. Everyone's got that one guy, and that one guy unfortunately didn't come after Joseph Benavidez run. He came before, so he kind of wiped his shine out. I think he'll take it.
Fair enough. I wish you all the best next weekend against Kayne Isaac. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you very much. Just want to give a shout out to all my sponsors. Hormood, for helping me a lot this camp. They've done a lot for me and they're always helping people out, me, orphans, widows, whole of Somalia, opening up hospitals, universities, sponsoring students to go to university, Firdus Restaurant, PT Academy, Top Mali. Thank my coaches, my coach Ahmed, my coach Amir, all my team, ESKF, Legion, my brother Sufyan was with me 28 days, hard 28 days. For some people it looked like a holiday, but trust me, it wasn't.
It's work.
It was hard work, yeah. A lot of people that helped me, Murad, Mouladi, Batu Khan, too many people, Rustam Khabilov, how can I forget? Sorry Rustam. Maybe I'll get one suplex in this fight for Rustam,
Just for
sure, just for Rustam, maybe. But yeah.
Muhidin Abubakar, everyone.